Life in Nepal's capital Kathmandu is slowly returning to normal, nearly 4 months after this year's devastating earthquake. But out in the mountains, there are still whole villages living under tarpaulins with precious little in the way of aid. Siobhan Heanue reports from Salientar, north of Kathmandu.
The mountains are what makes Nepal so beautiful and so hostile. Even short journeys are difficult and dangerous. We've heard of a camp of displaced quake victims, and this is the road we take to find them. It's not long until we come up against the first obstacle. Up here, when things go wrong, you're on your own.
Well, this really shows you why Nepal is in so much trouble. The infrastructure, like roads, are so poor that it's really hard to get aid and people through to the districts that need the assistance the most.
It takes 3 hours to drive the last 35 kilometres to the camp, and we're among the first outsiders to arrive. This woman tells me her whole village was wiped out by the quake, and they've moved several times to different patches of land. This land is public, so they're hoping they won't be kicked out. The people here belong to an indigenous Tibeto-Burmese population that isn't represented in government.
We're really angry. The government is not really doing anything. The local people here are giving us some help.
Nearby villages have given them cooking utensils and they barter for vegetables, but it's not enough to go around. Fresh water is a long walk away and shelter and sanitation are basic. These people are from the highlands and they don't want to be forced away from the mountains and into a city to live. But as an ethnic minority, they have little influence with the powers that be.
There are no answers as to when these people will have a permanent solution. Their land is ruined, but no one is telling them where they can go. And so they move from camp to camp. You can see why they feel completely forgotten.
The two extremes of Nepal meet here, its stunning natural beauty and its devastating poverty. The earthquake spared these lives, but destroyed them anyway. And they're praying for help. Siobhan Heanue, ABC News, Salientar.